For 62 years, a family held onto a chilling secret, and a community waited for justice. They kept her clothes in a freezer, a silent testament to a brutal crime, hoping science would one day catch up. This is the story of Mary Simpson, a cold case that defied decades, finally solved by modern forensic genealogy. Join us as we unravel this haunting mystery. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Our story begins on a quiet evening in Elmira, New York, March 15, 1964. 12-year-old Mary Simpson was walking home, a routine journey that would tragically become her last. The air was crisp, the sky painted with the soft hues of early evening, a seemingly ordinary moment. Meanwhile, at home, her family awaited her return, unaware of the horror unfolding in the darkening streets. As minutes turned into hours, concern grew into panic. Mary was not home. The search began immediately. Parents, neighbors, and friends combed the familiar streets. The police were called, and the investigation commenced, but the night offered few answers. The next morning, the worst fears were confirmed. Mary's body was discovered in a wooded area. The scene was meticulously processed. Every detail, every piece of evidence became crucial. Investigators gathered clothing fragments, branches, stones, and dirt, hoping for a clue. The initial investigation was exhaustive, but leads quickly ran cold. The killer remained elusive. Years turned into decades. Mary's case became a haunting cold case, a file gathering dust. Yet, the evidence, including Mary's clothes, was carefully preserved, stored in a freezer. A silent vigil, waiting for the day technology could unlock its secrets. Then, after more than half a century, a breakthrough emerged: forensic genetic genealogy. This revolutionary science offered a new path to justice, a way to identify suspects through distant relatives. Scientists meticulously extracted DNA from the preserved evidence, a delicate process. The genetic material was then uploaded to public genealogy databases, searching for familial matches. Investigators painstakingly built family trees, tracing lineages, narrowing down potential suspects. After years of dedicated work, a name emerged: Alfred Raymond Murray Jr., a truck driver, a veteran, the family man. A seemingly ordinary life, hiding a dark secret. He had lived a full life, aging gracefully, while Mary's family endured decades of unanswered questions. The Elmira Police Department held a press conference, finally announcing the killer's name. For Mary's sister, Linda Galpin, the news brought a wave of complex emotions. A detective spoke, his voice filled with the weight of years of perseverance. He stated, "We never gave up. We knew the evidence was there. We just had to wait for science to catch up." Mary Simpson was 12 years old when her life was tragically cut short. Because of unwavering perseverance and the marvels of modern science, her killer was finally named. This case reminds us that justice, though sometimes delayed, can ultimately prevail. The dedication of cold case investigators and the power of forensic innovation offer hope to countless families. Subscribe for more intense true crime stories and join our community. In a quiet American suburb, Alfred Raymond Murray Jr. lived a life of apparent normalcy. He was a father, a grandfather, a war veteran, and a neighbor, a pillar of his community. But beneath this facade, Murray harbored a dark secret, one he meticulously hid for decades. This is the story of how science finally unmasked a predator, bringing justice to a cold case. If you missed the first part of this gripping series, be sure to watch it now for the full context. Comment where you are watching from, like, subscribe, and share for more true crime stories. Our story begins in Elmira, New York, a seemingly idyllic town in the mid-20th century. It was here, in 1964, that a horrific crime shattered the community's peace. Mary Simpson, a vibrant young girl, was walking home alone, a routine journey that turned tragic. Her disappearance and the subsequent discovery of her body sent shockwaves through Elmira. Meanwhile, Alfred Murray continued his life, a stark contrast to the devastation he caused. He was a family man, a truck driver, participating in community events, living a double life. Behind the scenes, police files grew, filled with unsolved cases, whispers of a hidden darkness. Decades passed, and the case remained cold, a painful wound for Mary's family and the community. Years later, a press conference was held, reigniting hope, yet shrouded in legal complexities. Chief Thorne spoke of Murray's. Reporters pressed for details, but privacy laws kept much of the information under wraps. For years, Murray remained an invisible suspect, blending seamlessly into the background. He was a ghost in the crowd, always present,
but never truly seen for who he was.
Mary's sister, Linda Simpson, endured a lifetime of waiting for answers. From a grieving teenager to an elderly woman, the pain of loss never truly faded.
Flashbacks to the night Mary disappeared, the frantic search, the heartbreaking discovery,
an empty chair at family gatherings, a constant reminder of the life stolen too soon. Murray, meanwhile, continued to age, attending family events, living a full life. His obituary painted a picture of a respected man, a life well lived. But the truth, like a shadow, eventually caught up, dissolving the illusion. The breakthrough came through forensic genetic genealogy, a revolutionary scientific tool. DNA from Mary's skirt, preserved for decades, became the key to unlocking the past. This technology allowed investigators to build a family tree from the DNA profile, a timeline of justice. Evidence collected in 1964, DNA extracted in 2003, breakthrough in 2023. Investigators meticulously built Murray's family tree, narrowing down potential suspects. The path to truth led to an extraordinary measure: the exhumation of Murray's grave. Lab analysis confirmed the match. With an almost unfathomable certainty, the chance of error was astronomically low. Finally, Linda Galpin, Mary's sister, stood before the world, her family by her side. Emotional moments of relief, closure, and the enduring pain of a lifetime of waiting. Chief Thorne expressed hope. "I hope this brings some sense of closure. The case of Alfred Murray opened doors to other cold cases, a ripple effect of justice." Detectives tirelessly worked, giving hope to families still waiting for answers. Mary's childhood photos, a poignant reminder of the life that was, and the justice finally served. Murray's name once hidden, now forever linked to his crimes in news headlines. A candlelit vigil, a symbol of remembrance and the enduring light of truth. Justice, though delayed for decades, was ultimately not denied. If this story moved you, subscribe for more true crime investigations. Next episode, we delve into another cold case solved by the power of science. Thank you for watching. In February 2026, a quiet town was rocked. Elmira, New York, found itself at the center of a revelation that would echo for decades. News headlines flashed across screens, social media buzzed. A name, Alfred Raymond Murray Jr., was finally revealed. Ordinary lives were suddenly tainted. A war veteran, a truck driver, a father of three, all grappling with the shocking truth. Murray's family at home watched in stunned silence. Their world, built on familiar foundations, crumbled with each news report. Old family photos, once cherished, now held a chilling new context. The word killer flashed across screens, a stark, brutal reality. Inside the Kemung County District Attorney's office, the air was thick with anticipation. A long-awaited moment of truth was at hand. Chief Kristen Thorne stood at the podium, flanked by images: Mary Teresa Simpson's school photo, her gravestone, and the new suspect's face. Gasps rippled through the audience. Disbelief, whispers, some recognizing Murray. The weight of 40 years of silence was finally broken. Retired Police Sergeant William Maloney reflected. Decades of police work, yet Murray's name had never once surfaced in his investigations. Murray's life unfolded in plain sight. At work, with family, at community events, always blending in, never suspected. His invisibility was his shield, allowing him to evade justice for 40 long years. A ghost among the living, hiding in plain sight. Author Christina Finelli, present at the conference, felt a profound shock. Her extensive research had yielded no trace of him. Flashbacks revealed her dedication. Stacks of case files, countless interviews, the cover of her book, all without Murray's name. He was a true ghost, absent from every record, every theory, a testament to the cunning of a hidden perpetrator. Murray's family watched the news, devastated. Children and grandchildren searched his name online, seeing the truth for the first time. Emotional scenes unfolded. Family gatherings, visiting his grave. Memories once cherished, now tainted by the dark revelation. The collateral damage was immense. Innocent relatives, now burdened by the weight of his crimes, their lives irrevocably altered. Linda Galpin, Mary's sister, stood at the press conference, her face etched with emotion. "I just wish my MOM was here," she whispered. Flashbacks showed Mary's mother mourning, the family's decades-long search for answers, a relentless pursuit of justice. Finally, Linda stood at Mary's grave, a quiet moment of closure. "We got him," she said, a whisper of triumph and sorrow. Across the globe, a revolution in forensic science was unfolding.
Cold cases, once dormant, were now being cracked wide open.
Police labs buzzed with activity. Scientists meticulously processed DNA samples, unlocking secrets hidden for decades. From Vegas to Norway, the reach of genetic genealogy expanded. Cold case units grew, university programs flourished.
But with this power came a new dilemma. A person spits in a tube, sends it off, and receives ancestry results. Unbeknownst to them, a web of DNA connections spreads, linking distant relatives, creating an intricate family tree.
Experts voiced concerns about privacy, the unintended consequences of sharing genetic information. A new ethical frontier.
Lawmakers debated, companies updated policies, but regulation lagged.
The digital age presented unprecedented challenges.
Scientists now extract DNA from minuscule samples, building comprehensive genetic profiles.
The technology is relentless.
Police revisit old evidence rooms, processing backlogs, solving more cases. The past is no longer safe from the present.
This unstoppable progress creates a growing ethical minefield. Where do we draw the line between justice and individual rights? On one side, Mary Simpson's family finds closure.
On the other, Murray's family grapples with profound shame.
A montage of solved cases, grieving families, and the ongoing debate over privacy. The revolution continues, reshaping our world.
Reflect on the balance between justice and privacy.
Stay tuned for more stories as this forensic revolution unfolds. If you're fascinated by true crime and cold case breakthroughs, like, subscribe, comment, and share this video.
Imagine a murder case, cold for over 6 decades.
A mystery shrouded in time, with only a whisper of evidence left behind. 0.4 nanograms of DNA.
A minuscule amount, offering no second chances.
The stakes couldn't be higher. This is the story of Mary Simpson, a young life tragically cut short, and the relentless pursuit of justice that spanned generations. It's a testament to perseverance, cutting-edge science, and the unwavering belief that every victim deserves to be remembered. Our journey begins with Sergeant William Goodwin, a man whose dedication to Mary's case became a lifelong mission. For years, he meticulously reviewed every detail, every lead, refusing to let Mary's memory fade into obscurity.
Flashback to 1964, Elmira, New York.
A quiet, close-knit community, forever changed by an unspeakable tragedy. Mary Simpson, a vibrant young girl, lived here with her loving family.
Her life was full of promise, abruptly stolen. Goodwin knew that traditional methods had reached their limit.
A new approach was desperately needed.
That's where the non-profit Season of Justice stepped in, bridging a critical funding gap for cold cases. Founded by Ashley Flowers, this organization provides grants for advanced DNA testing, often unavailable to smaller departments.
Their support was a beacon of hope,
offering a path forward when all other avenues seemed exhausted. Central to the case was a piece of Mary's skirt, meticulously preserved for decades, a silent witness to the past.
Evidence logs documented its journey through multiple attempts at DNA testing in 2003 and again in 2014. Each attempt, though unsuccessful, paved the way for future technological advancements, keeping hope alive. The breakthrough came with forensic genetic genealogy, a revolutionary technique that could unlock secrets from the smallest samples.
At Othram, scientists faced the ultimate challenge, extracting a genetic profile from just 0.4 nanograms of degraded DNA. To put that into perspective, a nanogram is a billionth of a gram.
The odds were astronomical.
Yet, through meticulous work and cutting-edge sequencing, they succeeded in creating a viable genetic profile.
With the genetic profile in hand, the hunt began. The next step, building a family tree through public genealogy databases. Investigators meticulously cross-referenced data, narrowing down potential suspects from millions to a handful. The painstaking work paid off.
A name emerged: Alfred Raymond Murray Jr.
The killer had finally been identified.
But Murray was long deceased.
To confirm the match, an exhumation was necessary, a solemn and critical step.
From his remains, a bone sample was carefully extracted, providing the definitive proof needed. The results were staggering. A DNA match with odds of 1 in 320 billion. Undeniable, irrefutable proof for Mary's family, especially her sister Linda Galpin. This news brought a lifetime of unanswered questions to an end.
A press conference followed, where the truth was finally revealed to the world, bringing a measure of peace.
Flashbacks to Mary's vibrant life. A Girl Scout, roller skating with friends, dancing with joy.
These memories, once tinged with sorrow, could now be cherished with the knowledge that justice had been served. Mary's last day was like any other, until it wasn't. A walk home, a moment of vulnerability, and a life tragically ended. The community of Elmira was gripped by fear and sorrow.
A massive search effort ensued, uniting neighbors in a desperate quest.
The discovery of Mary's body sent shockwaves, leaving an indelible scar on the town's collective memory. Decades passed, but the pain lingered, a constant reminder of the justice yet to be found.
Sergeant Goodwin's words resonate. Never give up. Chief Christen Pawn echoes this sentiment, emphasizing hope.
This case offers a powerful lesson for other cold cases, for departments and families still waiting for answers.
Apply for grants, embrace new technology, and never lose faith that justice, however delayed, can still be achieved.
Mary Simpson's story is a beacon, illuminating the path forward for criminal justice. It offers hope to countless other victims and their families, proving that no case is ever truly unsolvable. The enduring legacy of Mary Simpson will continue to inspire, a testament to the power of perseverance and science.